Insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It is the Woody Show.
Hey.
Woody, Greg Gorey.
Hey.
We got Menace.
Hi.
There's Gina Grad.
Hey there.
Sammy is here.
Morning.
We got Seabass and a special in-studio guest. And I'm going to say it like a white guy, Steve Trevino, but it's Steve Trevino.
Yeah, I'm not
right.
one of those. I'm not. You're not.
You're not
And
gonna.
what do you mean by one of those?
One of those is actually it's Steve Trevino. How dare you,
A
Mr.
corrector?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Steve Trevino is here, everybody.
Hey.
I just want to get it right out right now.
Yeah, sure.
You guys are treating me way too nice. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are so polite. Like we're on the we just
babe.
met each other.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, no, Steve, go ahead. The volume's here. I'm like, treat me like a friend.
We try to be a good host. You know
And
what I
we're
mean?
crappy to our friends.
Yeah.
That's
for
right.
sure.
That's
Very
true.
true. That's a good point.
So, Steve Trevino, he's got his latest stand-up special. It's called Simple Man. It's on Netflix. You could check that out. There's a podcast that you can hear. It's he and his wife. Now, he is known as America's favorite husband, and I'm kind of curious as how you got me, because I know a lot of your comedy is about, and one of the things I loved from your special, I Speak Wife, which is, dude, my wife and I were watching that together, and we were able to finish the translation. I go, I know what that means. Or she was chiming in. So you got to watch some of his stuff that's online that you can find. Like I said, I watched it on YouTube, the I Speak Wife special.
Yeah.
But now this new one's on Netflix.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big
Big
time.
time
I
on
know.
Netflix. But welcome, your first time being here.
Hi.
I'm all excited and you're
Yeah.
talking business. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, you come here because it's your business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Let's chop it up.
Because I'm a fan, so I'm like, let's
Yeah.
get into it. Let's talk about. Like, I was listening yesterday, and you guys were talking about, the whole P Diddy thing, and I'm like, why is nobody talking about the cleaning ladies?
Yeah, I know. The real heroes.
You know what I
Slip
mean?
and slide in.
Yeah, like nobody's talking about
So
these
oily.
women that have to clean up, 500 sex toys.
Yeah.
You know, Margarita's like, I again.
So much-
No, we have to go over there and clean the sex toys again.
So much lube. Like, how do you get lube out of carpet?
That's a great
I know.
question.
You know?
But where are these cleaning ladies?
I know.
Yeah.
They're hiding, dude.
They're hiding.
Or paid off.
They're
or
in the
something?
tunnel. They're in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, I mentioned America's favorite husband. Is that like where did that title come from?
Well, first of all, as a comedian, we try to talk about what we know.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And I am 1,000% a family man.
Yeah.
I love being with my wife. I love being with my kids. I love being a dad. I'm loving being a husband to my wife, and that's what we talk about. So when I walk on stage and tell these stories about the frustrations of this woman that I live with, I hate that I love her.
Yeah, because sometimes,
Like, love is the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah.
because sometimes it does come across as like, oh my God, does he like this person he's married to, or does he not? But
No,
you clearly,
I love
you clearly
her.
do.
Right.
Look, I talk, and I have one of those jobs too, where it's like I'll sit here and our job is to relate to the audience and talk about stuff that we know, like who we are. And I think that's why I like your comedy so much, because it's very relatable.
It's real. It's relatable.
As a dude, as a husband, like I'm sitting there going, oh my God, yes. My wife goes, that's not true. I don't do them. Like, you absolutely do
You're
that.
doing it right now.
every day.
Speaking wife, like give us an example of speaking wife. And
Well,
let's see if some of these other folks here on the show could figure it out.
Okay.
I ace this.
First of all, if you're sitting on the sofa, happy and comfortable,
Yep.
prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Because my wife doesn't like that.
No.
She's going to come in and she's going to say, are you thinking about going to the store?
That's good.
Okay.
Right? She's not asking you
Yeah,
a question.
Yeah.
It means you're going
She's
to the
preparing
Yeah.
you.
It means
Yeah.
you're going
Yes.
to
Yeah.
the store. And young married men are like, yeah, no, I'm really not. I'm really comfortable watching TV right now. No, you get up
Yeah.
and you start going to the store. Then she's
Yeah.
going to email you a list.
Yeah,
of
she'll
all the
text it.
things
That's
that
what my
she-
wife does.
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I get the
And
text
with
list.
the brand.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't just say toilet paper. It's like this.
She doesn't
Yeah,
trust
it's
you.
Yes. So now there's a bunch of grown men in the toilet paper aisle looking, and then sometimes her brand's not there, and then I get scared.
So so you can't come home
Yeah,
with
so
nothing.
I
right?
can't make
Yeah.
the decision
You got to go to
as
another
to,
store.
Well, I have to. I've done
Yeah.
that. Or you have now I'm FaceTiming in the toilet paper aisle.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Because you
know
don't want
that.
to get yelled at for getting
Right,
the wrong one.
and then
yeah.
all the other husbands are like, "What did she say?" like I need something here.
Yeah.
You're
Some
like
guidance.
an Instacart shopper.
Yeah.
And then I tell people, and by the way, once you clear the list, don't leave.
True.
Because there might be more.
You're going to get another text
late
that says,
entry.
"Are you still at the store?"
100% of the time.
And she doesn't care if you're unloading groceries in the driveway.
So
Yep.
yeah,
You
so
gotta go back.
this is how it goes in my house. I'll go. I'll take one for the team. Like I have no problem throwing laundry in. I got no problem running to the store. I'll do anything that needs to be done, and I'll be running out the store. I go, just do me a favor. Please text me your list right now. What you need.
Right.
And by the time I get to the store, I still don't have the list. And I go, yo, where's your
Like,
list?
I am here.
Yeah. And there have been times where she's like, okay, just a minute. And I've gotten everything that, I knew that we needed or
Yeah.
things that I went there specifically for. And I've already paid and I'm on my way out. And she'll go, here you go. Too late. Already left. And I haven't even like physically left the store yet. But see, I'm a guy who's been married for 16 years. And I'm trying to break her this habit of like, why do you take so long to send the list?
I mean, sometimes
I'm
you
already
got to teach
doing the job.
lessons.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to teach lessons.
That's right.
Because that's what my wife does.
Yeah, right. She's got you trained?
You're totally right. What I do as a wife is I go, will you send me the list? And he goes, yeah. I go, and so I just wait.
And you wait.
Oh, now?
and you wait.
I want
Yeah.
to see you send that list.
Right now,
Yeah,
I
I
want to
want to
watch you
watch you send it
before
to me.
you
Yeah.
send me.
Yes.
Now, this has also happened a number of times where she's going to the store. Do you need anything? She asks me. And I give her like 3 things. She'll bring everything else back but the 3 things that I
That
asked
you
for.
asked.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Just
God.
to teach you a lesson.
I totally forgot. I go, what do you
Yeah.
mean you forgot?
Yeah.
She
Well,
didn't look at her phone.
What's
Yeah.
up with that?
But it's like I tell my wife, I go, she doesn't understand. She goes, you drink so much. I go, I don't drink a lot. I like often.
Yeah.
But when I drink, I drink.
Right.
Sure.
Go
And
for it.
what is your drink?
I drink whiskeys, scotches,
Nice. Yes.
right? But when I drink. And she goes, why do you drink so much? I go, because I can't cry.
You're right.
Like, you can cry.
Yeah.
You're a woman. Like sometimes I
Yeah.
walk past the bedroom and then she's in there crying and I'm like, oh man.
What did you do now?
And I go in there, I go, you okay? No, I'm not okay. And I work so hard and everybody doesn't notice that I'm better than them. And,
It's a hardship.
Yeah.
But because, and then by the way, I'm like, but the kids love you. She said, well, they're not listening either. And I feel bad because then my kids
Yeah.
are like, Dad, why is mommy crying? And I have to tell them, because we suck.
Yeah.
Because we're horrible human beings to your
Yeah,
mother.
Yeah, there's no
Right?
way we'll measure up,
But I tell her, I go, I can't be in the garage. And she walks by and I'm over there crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be like, wait, bitch, are you crying? In the garage by yourself? Well, I work so hard. You're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you guys been married?
We've been together for, almost 20 years, 18.
Okay.
Nice.
And we've been married for 11. I was
Okay.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were living together. She's like, we getting married? I'm like, you live here.
Yeah. We're married,
Like,
right?
this is-
Skip to the end.
but then she gave me the ultimatum.
Yeah.
She said, I am not going home for Christmas without a ring
Yeah.
on my finger.
But, living in sin. You
Well,
gotta
and
come, you got to come back with something,
Yeah,
right?
and I
Yeah.
believed her. I was
Yeah.
like, she'll leave.
Yeah.
And this is the first time there was a woman in my life that I didn't want to leave.
Yeah. Is she a Texas girl too?
Same town, same little
same
town.
town.
Oh,
nice.
wow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Gregory, Portland, Texas.
Yeah, same little town. She was a valedictorian, and I barely graduated high school.
Oh, so that's a good
wow.
match.
So you
Yeah.
knew each other back in the day.
Yes, but I was older.
Oh.
So I am 7 years older than her. So
Nice.
she went by on a little tricycle, and I was like, one day.
Right. Someday that girl's gonna be mine.
I'm going to wipe her out.
Yeah.
Well, the worst part is her dad comes up to me and he says, because it's a tiny town,
Yeah.
and I'm in town doing a gig in Corpus Christi, and her dad goes, hey, my daughter's going to be in L.A. Here's her number. Can you take care of her?
Oh.
And I was like,
Define.
wow.
All right.
Like I knew I was going to sleep with your daughter. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were going to hook it up.
That's weird.
What a nice guy.
Bros before hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Every time.
Hey, this guy gets it.
It's making the connection.
Yeah.
He meant like change her tire.
Right.
Okay.
Give her directions.
Steve Trevino is here. I am saying your name right.
Well, kind of.
Well, give me another lesson.
Trevino.
Trevino.
What?
Yeah, dude, I've lived here for 10 years now.
Yeah, you know what's up.
I know.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
almost a Raiders fan.
I know what's up.
Yeah.
You know where I buy my tamales? I buy my tamales from a guy who's got a cooler
Yeah.
under a
little-
pop-up tent.
That's how you got to do it.
Yeah,
That's
right
the only
there,
way to do it.
right there in
Yeah.
Newhall.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I really want the good stuff, that's where I go. So wait, you're from Texas. You still live in Texas, or you live here?
Moved to LA, start my career, and
Yeah.
then moved back to Texas.
Oh, you
which,
did.
Which
So
by
how long have you been out of California?
almost 10 years.
Oh, 10 years. Okay, so you moved there as we were moving
Right
here.
when we got
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we were, you
Got
know, my wife and I are both from Texas, and we had just had a baby, and we just wanted our baby to have grandkids. And I'll be honest with you, being completely honest, I was never happy in LA.
Yeah.
The one thing that I did like was the Comedy Store and being able to do stand up.
That's what everybody says.
Yeah,
bro.
everyone says
Yeah,
comedy's
but-
a- yeah.
But just and then I didn't like the toxic environment. It felt very toxic. Hollywood felt very toxic. And
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
no real genuine connections or genuine friends, and I just wanted to go back home.
Yeah.
And we did, and then I go, great, I'm away from all of it, and then everybody moved to me.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Get away.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sure.
really?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean,
we're all,
there's so
but
many-
Austin is just Southern LA. That's
That's
for
its
sure.
own thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you're in Austin. Okay.
No, I'm south of Austin.
South of Austin.
So I'm in a little town called New Braunfels, Texas. Biggest Oktoberfest outside of Germany.
What?
Nice.
Yep, and it is
Wow.
amazing, happening in the next in November.
Oh my
So
God.
super excited about that.
Oktoberfest in November?
Yeah.
That's when it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why they call it Oktoberfest then? I didn't know that. I was today
To
years old.
prepare for October? I don't know.
I don't know. I never Googled it.
Okay, well, don't yell at me. all
Wait,
right?
so wait,
But,
so
yeah.
it's Oktoberfest, but it's held in November.
Correct.
Yeah.
I don't know why or
That's
how.
so weird. I never realized
I
that.
don't
Yeah.
That's strange.
I
Maybe
didn't know
that's
that.
just there.
But-
Is there anything that you miss?
The food,
The food.
the options in food.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
What's okay? So when you come back to town, like what's the one place?
Oh, I
that,
go look for pho.
Yeah.
Oh.
I look for pho. I look
Yeah.
for good Chinese. I
Yeah.
look for
Yeah.
Indian. You know, because in where I live, it's like the most amazing barbecue
Yep.
and the most amazing Tex-Mex.
Yep.
But that's it.
That's that.
But Tex-Mex is not because people get it confused. Like Tex-Mex and Mexican, not the
Way
same.
different.
Not the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
But, I mean, not to nerd out on you, but when the Spaniards introduced flour to Mexico, which was Texas, then they started incorporating the flour into Mexican food,
okay.
and that's where Tex-Mex comes from.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the influence of the flour.
Interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I always thought it was kind of like a mix between like kind of like the Texas.
Well, the beef
steaks and
gravy,
the-
Right.
steaks.
Yeah, not
and,
not
you know.
not that there were any. Obviously, there's Mexican, the
People
food
go-
that includes
Yeah.
steak and carnitas. And,
Yeah, people go, well, Steve, can you describe yourself?
carne asada. and-
I go, as a Texan and as a Tejano, a Mexican American, I go, the only way I can describe myself is brisket queso.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's better than that?
You know,
Yes.
That makes sense.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
who I am.
And
you
I've
know.
heard stories about you showing up to comedy gigs and just like grilling for people, like right off your truck.
Oh yeah, I used to do that. Well, because I missed home and I missed the barbecues and the atmospheres. And man, I would show up at the Comedy Store and just pull out a grill and I would just start cooking.
So
You're
awesome.
legendary for that.
Yeah. Comedian Steve Trevino's here.
Yes.
One of the country's fastest rising comics.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Look
told.
at you.
Yeah, right.
Good
so,
job,
nice.
people that write my stuff.
You got a lot of hype men out there.
Yeah, now you got to live
Rules.
up to it. So be
Yeah.
funny, dude. You know.
Yeah.
You can find him online, stevetrevino.com. Also on Instagram at Texas Trevino, Trevino. Shows Southern California. You got tonight the Improv, the Ontario Improv, and then that's through Sunday, and then the Irvine Improv next Thursday through Sunday. Dallas coming at you on Monday. Steve is going to be at the Cowboys Golf Club. This is in Grapevine, the 4th annual Helicopters for Heroes golf tournament, and then in Vegas, get ready because you can go see him at MGM Grand's David Copperfield Theater, December 13th and 14th. All that information on his website. Just go to stevetrevino.com. I had a question because, I know even in this new special, which, by the way, latest stand-up specials, Steve Trevino, Simple Man. It's on Netflix right now. You can check it out. But a Type A Virgo wife.
Oh,
So what does that mean? Because I don't understand any of the. I know I've heard of them, but like when you say Virgo, I don't know what a
yeah, what
Virgo
does
is
that
supposed to be.
Yeah.
I know what Type A is, but Type A Virgo.
so first of all, my wife's all about it, right? He's this
So
and
is
he's
Sammy.
that.
Yeah, Sammy's way into that
Yeah.
crap.
I like it.
They believe
Yeah.
in the stars,
Yeah,
Yeah.
stupid.
And my wife's,
That's
well,
so dumb.
I'm a Virgo, and I'm like,
What does that mean?
I go, honey, what does that mean? I go, the Virgo sign is the most popular sign.
Oh.
I go,
It
do you
is?
know why?
Yeah.
Because 9 months before September is Christmas.
That's right.
Oh.
Your dad put together a swing set
Yeah.
for your younger
Yeah.
sibling.
Yeah, he stuffed a stocking.
Yeah, and you know
Yeah.
what he got for Christmas?
Yes,
Yeah.
he
He got
did.
to stuff his stocking.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I hate you for writing that joke right now. I'm so mad. I'm like, I already filmed that special. How dare you?
That's an old timey joke. I've been using that on my wife for years.
How dare you write
Yeah.
a better line than me? I'm so mad right now.
Feel free to use it. It's public domain at this point, I think.
Well, it's too late. That bit's over.
Oh,
True or
no.
false? Your wife directed your special?
All of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
nice.
we talk about that?
But does she get? So she obviously doesn't get mad when you're like dogging her or
Right,
like
she
talking
hears
about
everything.
stuff.
Look,
Yeah.
our relationship is truly based on our sense of humor. We both love to laugh.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I fell in love with her is because of her laugh and, her thick skin.
Yeah.
Like my wife, I can say anything to that girl, and she's just like, look, everybody knows I'm the best and you're the worst. So,
That sounds like my house.
yeah, so
fun.
she's
Yeah.
just a very confident woman, and,
Yeah.
and she's in on it, and she's been with me. God bless her, man. And I hate because we do get, because she's beautiful. My wife is absolutely beautiful, and then they see me, they see her, and they go, oh gosh, she must be with him
See?
for the money.
That's exactly my
Right.
life.
Yeah.
Every
He's
time.
relating
Oh,
to.
dude,
we
yeah, I
we
cooked
are
your
a
coverage.
real life sitcom.
We really are.
The chubby fat guy with the
Yep.
hot chick. It's a sitcom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's King of Queens. But my wife, NYU, valedictorian. She
Oh,
studied
my.
for film, television, acting, and then she moved to LA with me, and we had nothing together, and we hustled together, and I love her because she said, "Hey, you're a little further on in your career. I will help you."
Nice.
And we will do this together. So she really sacrificed, and
Yeah.
so after that, it was like everything I do has to include my wife.
But like, what is type A Virgo wife? Like, give me an example of like a type A Virgo wife.
I
So I don't know the traits of Virgo. Like,
Right.
this is
we
like,
we remodel and flip and sell.
Oh, nice.
houses.
Rich.
That rules.
So now you're talking in
We're
great
like
That's
language.
love
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
We're like the Mexican Chip and Joanna.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but we cuss and we're real.
Everyone
Yeah.
just fell in love with you in the room.
Yeah, yeah.
But
My
for an
life.
example, in the beginning, I would do all the work myself, right?
Okay.
So we got this rental house. I'm putting in the backsplash, and I'm already done. I'm already done. She comes in and she goes, "What color is that grout?" And I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I wanted eggshell." I go, "Well, I found white." She goes, "Take it out."
Oh, wow.
So there I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Taking that. That's what a type A
Okay.
OCD perfectionist. I go, we're not going to rent this house and somebody's going to walk in here and go, we love it. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that
That's
not
not
eggshell?
What are you trying to pull over our eyes? But
This
that's
isn't happening.
bad in a wife, good in a director.
Yes.
I would think.
Yeah.
Well, I go. Why do I keep punishing myself?
Yeah.
The one place that I get to be me and make all my own decisions is on stage. And then I hire her to be my boss again.
You're a
like,
glutton
what's
for
happening?
punishment.
Yeah.
Right.
But she gets it, and I got to tell you, because sometimes the machismo in me comes out, the male chauvinist comes out, and on stand up, and she'll come to me and say, not cool. Like, tone this back. As a female, I'm looking at the set, I love it, but this is a little too far. So she's always there for me because I do love my wife,
And she's the liaison.
Yeah, and I want people to know that my stand up is making. And by the way, to find out that 70% of my fans are female.
70%?
70%.
Dude, you're pulling hella bitches. That's
I'm telling you, bro. But it's all the same bitch.
But she's smart. She doesn't want you to ice them out by accident.
Right.
Yeah.
That's smart.
And there's things that because I'm a dude and a macho dude, I say things that she's like, hey, pump the brakes.
Right.
Steve Trevino's here. So what's your favorite HGTV show? This is how we really know if we're going to be brothers here.
Oh, well, my wife watches all of them. All of them. So Property Brothers,
Yep.
Yep.
those guys
Yep.
crack me up on
All right.
another level. Like it just who they are as a like I love watching them.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
feel about, how do you feel about Love It or List It?
Well, we didn't watch that one much.
Really?
Didn't watch the Love It or
All right,
List.
that's
So we have an employee that has been with us for 8 years. He's part of that company. His name is Felipe.
Of course it is.
Right.
Go ahead.
He's from Mexico. He's from Mexico. And I love him because he has a deal with the city where we don't need permits. I don't know how.
Nice.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, Felipe, we need a permit. No, why? Mr. Steve. That's what he called. Mr. Steve, you got
Mr.
money.
Steve.
It's your land. You build.
Yeah.
But his wife like irons for him and cooks for him, and I introduced her to my son because I wanted my son to meet the last one.
Yeah.
I said, look, son, they used to make them like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to be
Vintage.
extinct. Yeah, vintage. God, I hate you so much. Another great line. Golly. But we're into it. We're with Felipe, and Felipe protects me. Like he's on my team. I came home the other day and he goes, chick hiding boxes. I go, what, Felipe? Chick hiding the boxes.
Oh.
When you
Amazon.
leave, the boxes they come and they come and they come.
He ratted her out.
All right, that's a good
As
dude.
he
Dropped a
should.
dime.
As
Yeah.
he should.
That's a good dude. So when you're doing all this renovation, house flipping, and things like that, like you're doing the work yourself because I was introduced to a term I had not heard before. It's called going ham.
Right.
And you were
Yes.
talking about like your kids.
In my special,
The,
ham.
the swing set. You guys familiar with going ham?
No.
Yeah, of course.
And what is it?
Well, going crazy.
No. This is a different kind of going ham.
Different kind of going
Yeah,
ham.
he's not.
Like
he's
the
not.
acronym.
Use it in context.
He's not doing the work himself. He's going ham.
Oh, that I have not heard.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell
Hire
us.
a Mexican.
There you go.
Okay.
HAM.
like
Hire
it.
a Mexican.
Yeah, ham. So he's-
Now, just
yeah.
to be clear, I am Mexican American. There's a difference.
Okay.
Don't hire a Mexican American.
Yeah.
You hire a Mexican. Because every generation we lose skills.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure there's Mexican American women out there that go, I'm Mexican. Do you make tamales?
Right.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's too labor
Yeah.
intensive.
You need a ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but like building a swing set. He was telling a story about how like all these boxes showed up and there was like 100 boxes. And he's like, oh no, I'll do it myself.
No,
Right.
the big issue was that my wife goes, because when we bought it, it was a Christmas gift. We bought it, and then it said for $500 more, click here,
Yeah.
and we'll send you 3 guys.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Right.
they'll put it together and it's a whole thing.
And then the problem was that my wife goes, get the guys. I go, I'm not gonna get the guys. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
$500.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting the guys. I'm a guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and then literally they drop off 5 of these boxes, huge boxes, and even the driver goes, "Where's the guy?" I go, "Hey man, like I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
I can build it.
I'm the guy," and he just laughed in my face and left. 3 weeks later,
Yep.
I have to get the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
And it
show
wasn't
up.
guys; it was one guy,
Oh.
Oh,
and it was
wow.
Felipe. That's how I met Felipe.
Oh, that was the
nice.
same dude.
That's
It was
so
Felipe.
funny.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And then Felipe charged me $600.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, really, dude? I could have got it for $500. He goes, well, boss, you should have called the guys. No.
And probably had it done in no time.
Yeah,
Because that's the
for
thing.
sure.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
And people give me crap like, oh, dude, man up, whatever. I go, look, there are plenty of things that I could do.
Right.
I choose not to do them because I'm a man of convenience.
Yes.
And because when people are coming over, like, yes, could I install this or could I do that? I sure could. But the person who does that all the time is going to do, number one, a much better job.
Faster.
And
Yeah.
it's going to be more efficient. It's going to
Yes.
be faster.
And my wife can't yell at him.
Right.
Right. Yeah, we
You know?
paid the guy.
Because I my problem at home is my wife has an amazing father. You know, and I hate that. You know what I mean?
How do
Like,
you live up to that?
Yeah.
right, because everything, I put,
standards.
oh, my daddy would have done better.
I'm sure.
Oh no, my
Yeah.
daddy
Yeah.
would have done it. My dad, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I should have married a girl without a father
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
because she would just be happy if I came home.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That'd be impressive.
All I had to do was come back from the
Yeah.
convenience store.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bar's way lower.
Yeah. I
That's
know.
hilarious.
And you know what? It wouldn't bother if you drank because,
Yeah.
like, hey,
He's
She'll be
here.
used to
yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's what her dad used to do before he left.
Yeah, before he was gone.
Well, he doesn't hit me.
Right, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Steve Trevino's here. Check him out on Instagram at Texas Trevino, Trevino. Also, the website, stevetrevino.com for all the tour dates, everything else. Check out the latest stand-up special, Steve Trevino, Simple Man. It's right now on Netflix, directed by his wife, as Gina Grad brought up. But I'm telling you, like, if you're a married dude, like the first time I ever, watched any of Steve's comedy, it was like immediately I'm like, dude, did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
It's a documentary.
best friends.
Yep. We sure did. It was
Get out of
totally
my brain.
right.
And then we
yeah,
both have the
exactly.
beard. I'm going to get glasses tomorrow.
Yeah, you should. You should. Yeah. I don't know if I'm something you should look up to looking like though.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I don't have a choice.
I'm
bro.
usually the before and after. Yeah, and then dude, so tell me if you understand this. I had to say this to Gina. I'm like, oh my God. You know what the worst part about this is I have to tell my wife and admit to her that she was right.
Oh.
That is, I think, could you talk about all those other things about how she gets mad? The worst, and like maybe having a father who's able to do everything and you don't. The worst is having to admit, like, you were right.
Yep.
You called it.
You're the best. I'm
yeah,
the worst.
here's the thing, because
Yep.
if I did that, I go, told you so, I was
Yeah.
right. She'd get mad. Well, why are you rubbing in my face? Don't be a
Right.
jerk.
Right.
Yeah.
But the minute they're right about something,
Oh, are they
You-
super gracious about it?
Yeah.
you're never allowed to forget it.
Never.
No.
Well, and I tell you, I go.
Yeah.
That's my biggest issue with marriage is the double standard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right? My wife wants to hang out with her friends. She
Yeah.
just does.
Right.
Like I wake up on Saturday morning and she's gone.
And you're cool with it, right?
And I'm like, yeah, well.
My wife says, "Oh, is it cool if I go?" Yes,
Please do.
please.
Dude, I want to play golf. I have to have a meeting.
Oh yeah.
I need PowerPoint.
Yeah.
You know?
Where are you gonna be at all times?
Although I gotta,
Like,
we have a friend. The wife's actually very smart. When she needs something or wants to negotiate for something, it's just immediate. All of a sudden, she just starts going to town on him orally, and next thing you know, she gets whatever she wants.
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, but she
I mean, that's
but
easy.
it's not even like a precursor. It just happens. There wasn't no discussion about give
I
this
want
for
the-
that.
yeah, this is what happens.
It's just like
Yeah.
he just knows like, oh, there's something
All
coming.
right.
But he's
He wants
so
something.
Now,
he's so
here's-
soft up there that he doesn't even care, and he just goes,
Yeah,
okay.
here you go. That was awesome.
He just, whatever you need.
I'm weak now. There you go. I have no more fluids.
That's right.
And
So
tired.
here's the pro move. All right, pro move for Vegas.
Oh, okay.
I do Vegas so much. I've already learned it.
Okay.
As soon as we get to Vegas, I take the wife shopping.
No.
The
okay.
minute we get there, and I go, purse. What do you want?
Yeah. Right.
She buys it, and then I go, okay. So we now know what my budget is at the craps table.
Oh. Okay. That's fair.
Oh.
Nice.
That's fair.
So
nice move.
and then she's like, fine, I got, because the problem is if I'm at the craps table the whole time, she's like, well, that's a purse.
Yeah.
Well, there goes shoes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I could have got a watch.
That's right.
Also, like just because you spend it here does not mean that that's what we were going to spend it on otherwise.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I don't know, Steve. It sounds like you might need to keep your pimp hand a little stronger.
Yeah.
It sounds like sometimes you're the kind of guy who might get rolled a little hard.
Which cracks me up because, I do get those comments from like these like super macho,
Yeah.
So and I always look at the profile pic and it's always some ghetto looking dude,
Yeah.
and it's always, hey bro, stop being a bitch,
Yeah,
dog,
dude. Keep your lady in check, dude.
bro, why do you put up with it, bro?
Yeah.
No, because there's got to be a balance, though, right? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what's something where you wear? What's a situation where you totally wear the pants?
I mean, I will say that it's an even.
You're in
fight.
charge of what in your house?
Well, I am in charge of everything outside.
Okay.
Anything outside, I do what I want. It's my
but you don't
job.
have to clear it.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Like something
I
where
don't have to
there's
clear
no,
it.
You're right.
I do it. It's my world. If something from outside comes inside, also my job to take it back outside.
Okay.
Right. But I mean, I will tell you, like we are an even fight.
Yeah.
We are like my wife's not the type that I can gamble at the casino till 2, 3 in the morning. Like I don't. My other friends are like, dude, I gotta go, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, my lady's tripping.
What is it?
And I'm like, dude, my wife knows that we trust each other.
Yeah.
So she knows, number one, I'm going to be responsible and I'm not going to lose the house. And,
Right.
and number two, I'm having a great time. I'm not bothering anybody. So it is really an even fight when it comes
I would say
to.
it's the same in my house too. Like the stuff that people typically fight about, like we don't really fight or argue about.
Her sister was like, I'm with her, my new brother-in-law, and her sister keeps coming down. We're trying to play craps, and her sister, well, what are we doing? And I'm like, dude, I don't have that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I picked the good sister.
Yeah.
Now, at the same time, my wife will go, look, tomorrow morning I want to do this. I don't care how late you stay, but can you please make sure to be there with me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fair.
All right.
Be ready.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And is it one of those things where like you guys can go do your own things? You're not one of those couples that always has to be connected to the hip.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't trust those people.
No.
I don't either. Like,
Yeah.
if they
And
share,
they don't trust themselves.
They
That's
don't
why.
trust each other.
Yeah, they don't trust
if they
each other,
share
yeah.
a Facebook, suspect.
Yeah, thank you.
For real.
Suspect.
Yes.
Something's going down.
Yeah, somebody cheated.
Yep.
Besides the special Steve Trevino Simple Man, which is now on Netflix, like I said on YouTube, I found the I Speak Wife special, and
And that all happened because of COVID.
Yeah.
We had filmed this special and we were trying to find a home for it. And
Yeah.
then boom, COVID hit. And I just got tired of holding on to it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
my material changes so much
Sure.
that I was like, I'm not going to wait a year to release this.
Yeah.
yeah, so watch it on YouTube.
Don't
It's
put a
really
show
good.
on
I really enjoyed it, and I have not checked out the podcast yet, but I definitely will because it's you and your wife, right?
Yes.
And the name of the podcast is Steve Trevino and Captain Evil.
Yeah. Explain
Nice.
yourself, Steve.
No, he doesn't even need to explain
no,
himself.
we
No,
get it.
Yeah, we already heard.
She's
get it.
evil but bougie.
Yeah,
I
right.
love it.
So, you add captain to the evil.
I
you know?
love it.
Well, go see Steve, SoCal, Dallas, Vegas. He's coming to a club near you. SteveTrevino.com. Steve, thank you so much for coming in.
Man, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, just compliments for you guys. You were the first ones that were mentioned ham and nobody cringed up. Nobody.
No, dude.
Like, we
Not,
just
not
had-
on this show.
It was so fun to be
Not
on
on
this
this
show.
show.
So
That's
thank you
awesome.
for having
We
me.
love it.
It's all fun, man.
It's
You're a
awesome.
comedian after all, right? I mean, it's supposed to be
That's-
fun and funny,
Right.
and we're all having a good time here.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
hope.
No, it's all
right?
good. Steve, it was great to meet you,
Thank
and
you.
look forward to seeing you back through here again. Anytime you want to come by, just let us know.
Double date, buddy. Meet you
right.
and the wives.
Let's
Oh,
go.
that'll be
You know,
good.
Let's
let
go.
them be evil together.
Yeah.
More Woody shows coming up. Hang on.